This is my audience.
Hello.
It was my duty to shoot the enemy, and I do not regret it. My regret is for the people I couldn't save. The Marines, the soldiers, my buddies. And I'm not naive. I do not romanticize war. The worst moments of my life have come from being a SEAL. But I can stand before God with a clear conscience about doing my job. This powerful quote came from the one and only Chris Kyle, a former Navy SEAL. A man more than willing to sacrifice his life for the American people. This characteristic not only defines Chris, but defines an American hero. Chris is an American hero, and that is without question. Chris Kyle is an American hero. He was a Navy SEAL. He also saved numerous lives, and Chris is a reminder that freedom does not come free. To begin my tribute to Chris Kyle, I would like to begin with my first main point. Chris Kyle was a Navy SEAL. In accordance with the 2013 Times article written by B. Lescombe and M. Thompson, this article talks about Chris Kyle's life. Chris grew up in Texas. He struggled between deciding to be a cowboy and also joining the military. Chris was married to his wife Taya and had 2 children. Chris Kyle was a Navy SEAL who served 4 tours in Iraq and was also credited with 160 confirmed kills. He received numerous medals and awards. As stated in the opening quote, Chris did not regret any of his kills, but only had sorrow for the people he couldn't save. To continue on with the 2013 Times article, Chris returned home after his 4th tour, but still had a mission he wanted to complete. He opened a gun range that gave teachers the opportunity to learn how to protect themselves and also their students. Chris loved to help other civilians that had previously been in the military. To review my first main point, Chris Kyle is an American hero. He was a Navy SEAL and was credited with 160 confirmed kills. He served 4 tours in the Iraq War, started a gun range for teachers, and helped other military civilians as well. As Chris was serving in the Iraq War, he served his fellow Marines and SEALs. My second main point, Chris Kyle saved numerous lives. According to Mark Greenblatt's article, 2 Stories You Won't See in American Sniper, published on the military.com website, while serving in the Iraq War, there was one story that stood out to Mark. This story was when 2 Marines were shot and lying in the street. Chris and his partner couldn't leave them there to die. They both ran out there and dragged the Marines to safety. Despite their heroic gesture, the Marines died shortly after. This instance shows that Chris Kyle never gave up on anyone, including himself. Chris would never hesitate to sacrifice his own life to rescue someone else's. So to review my second main point, Chris Kyle was an American hero and saved numerous lives. We should all take a moment to remember those who are serving overseas and fighting to keep home like it is in America. Freedom does not come free. Chris Kyle is a reminder that freedom does not come free. According to a 2013 article, Killer, Healer, Victim, in Times, Chris Kyle was in the process of helping an ex-Marine overcome the struggles of adjusting to society. Chris and his friend Littlefield were taking Ralph to the shooting range to relieve some stress. Ralph cold-bloodedly murdered both Kyle and Littlefield that day. According to I. Guzman's article, When the Hero Dies at the End, featured in Time, the movie American Sniper was based off Chris Kyle's life throughout war and his marriage. When Chris died, the director, Clint Eastwood, was faced with a hard decision. How would he end Chris Kyle's journey on film? This decision would soon leave every audience speechless. Not only was Chris's funeral held in Cowboy Stadium, thousands of people lined the highways as Chris's hearse drove by. This goes without saying that he really did impact America. Freedom is not free. To review my third main point, why Chris Kyle is an American hero, he is a reminder that freedom does not come free. He did not give up his life to be forgotten. He made an impact on America, and for that, we will always be grateful. Chris was brutally murdered by an ex-Marine he was trying to help. Chris was also the main star of the film American Sniper. When we think of heroes, Chris Kyle's name pops in our head. We must never forget why we have and why we need our military. Our armed forces exist solely to ensure our nation is safe, so that each and every one of us can sleep soundly at night, knowing we have guardians at the gate. This quote was by Alan West. Chris served 4 tours in Iraq and was awarded numerous medals and honors. He was credited with 160 confirmed kills and also helped teachers learn how to use firearms. Chris was never the kind of person to leave a man behind. He would give his life to save others, and this was signified by the Marine story. He was helping an ex-Marine when he was brutally shot. American Sniper was also a movie by Chris's book. The movie left the audience speechless. Chris will always be remembered in our hearts. Chris Kyle is an American hero. First, Chris Kyle was a Navy SEAL. Second, Chris Kyle saved numerous lives. And third, Chris Kyle is a reminder that freedom does not come free.